بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. So before I begin, I must give you all my very heartfelt congratulations. You guys have all put in your best efforts and you have all talked with passion about subjects you really care about. I mean, it's often said that leadership isn't just a speech. And that may be true, but everyone needs to have that speaking ability to show your effectiveness as a leader and to draw and inspire people towards your message. You need to be able to show your strength, and you need to be able to meet whatever you have said with action that has to at least meet, if not exceed, what you have said. But of course, to get to your action, you need to start with communication. And so communication is the first step for people to look forward to your actions. And so to bring forth your message, you need to display with a great charisma. And so it is necessary to speak. However, you may not speak in a leadership position, for example. You may speak to some superiors or some people who are in equal status to you. But the same rules still apply. You need to have feeling in whatever you're saying. You need to apply that character. And you also need to tell everyone that whatever you're talking about, it matters, that we should act upon it and we should think about it at least. And I mean, school, even if it's a school presentation, I mean, we've all been forced to do presentations at school, but it is a daunting task for many people. I mean, school may tell you that you have to do presentations, but they never really teach you how to do presentations. Like even I, for example, I only learned how to present because I wanted to win a speech competition back in grade 6. And alhamdulillah, I did win that and became valedictorian, but that's a story for another time. Well, I mean, actually I'm going to still continue with that story. But even from there, I started to further develop myself, see where my strengths and weaknesses are, and see how I could, improve, because that was my initial step. I continued to see how I could deliver more effectively, and make this into a skill that I could master. And that came to a point that the speech from back then to me now seems more basic and unrecognizable. So that was my first step, and this here now is your first step. You have to cherish this moment, reflect on it, and see where you can go from it. It's because the speaking is a skill. It's an art form that takes time and energy to develop. But when you take those steps, when you search for more techniques to further improve yourself, it can be something that you can undoubtedly gain mastery over. It's something to be known for, and something that you can use as a serious asset. And using whatever you have, using whatever you can learn from here to propel yourself, advance yourself, it's the best way to be able to gain that ability. And so now we've heard some great speeches. You guys have learned a lot. You've become experts on your subjects in a way. And you have delivered the message on it. Today was your time like I had mine years ago. It's time for you to use whatever lessons you've gotten from this to be able to improve, to be able to advance. Because this skill, in perfecting it, it's a part of your lifelong journey. A lifelong journey of potential, which you can do anything no matter what, because your voice will be able to help you guide the way. Thank you very much.